And joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Home court advantage goes to the Rockets, playing here in Houston. This is a game they expect to win. They come into this matchup confident and ready to take care of business.
And they are who we thought they'd be coming into the season. No doubt about that. A team with a lot of talent that can win really in a number of ways. They've been every bit as formidable as we anticipated.
Well, you heard Dennis Green years ago say, we are what our record says we are. They've earned their place among the league's elite teams. But regular season is regular season. Success counts very little when it comes to the playoffs. So that's how they'll be evaluated. They'd be forgiven for looking ahead to the playoffs. I think they're going to rise to the challenge once again.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Washington. Wall out there with Mayo. Then it's Taj Gibson. Then there's Oubre. And it's Jeter in at the center. Wall wide open. Drills the three-pointer. Wall's got 5 now.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Lee with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. It's stolen by Wall. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. Wall with the ball. Oubre can't get it to go.
Just tentative in the paint. Lacking a little bit of confidence. Allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Here's Lee. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
6 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. Another miss by Houston.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Mayo into the lane. Gibson. It's rebounded by Houston. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Houston shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And Wall kicks to Oubre. And Gibson wide open. He shoots. And another miss by Washington. Lee outside. Feeds to Capella. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. A chance to check out the shooting guards across the NBA that have averaged the highest number of assists over the last month. James Harden, 3rd.
And what that group has a great understanding of is the importance of ball movement. I mean, they can all create their own shot, but their superb ability to set up teammates really stands out.
Yeah, I think you've got to attribute it to the unselfish attitude that each of them has. I mean, sure, they're going to attack and make sure they get their points, but they get just as much satisfaction in racking up assists, too. I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Again, the miss by Wall.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Oubre can't get it to go. For the Washington Wizards, they won their last contest, that game against the Magic in Orlando.
And I believe what that game came down to was their ability to really knock down those triples.
Yeah, I thought the work they did on the perimeter was excellent. It was just too much for that defense, or really any defense for that matter, to handle.
Powell, he's checked in for Houston. Nene, he's checked in for Washington. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for O.J. Mayo. Oubre passes to Gibson. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Houston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Lee against Wall.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Now Lee goes up the baseline. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there. Here's Dellavedova. Nene, the screen to the wing right side. And here's Wall outside. That's good. Wall's got his third basket of the night right there.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Wall against Lee. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Wizards have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter.
And taking a look at some of the stats here for Lee. His last 10 games in scoring, 4th in free throw percentage, and he's in the top 5 in the league in steals. Those hands are like meat hooks. Not much gets by him.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Terrence Jones. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Ty Lawson subbed in for James Harden. Rockets trail by 4. 1:22 left to play here in the first. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Rockets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And guys, that's a pretty good improvement over last season.
And both free throws good for Lee.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Outside, Wall. From outside, off the mark. Rockets shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Lee in the posts. And the pass to Powell. Wall with the steal. Lee with the steal. An easy 2 points on the layup. Lee's got 10.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Here's Hasek. Can't get it to go. And Houston the other way now. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their 2 meetings.
And even though one side played postseason basketball and the other stayed at home, you wouldn't have known it in their matchups.
And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Lee. Jeremy Lin. 24 seconds left here. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Jeter's checked in. Gibson comes in for Nene. Oubre's checked in for KJ McDaniels. And it's Mayo in for John Wall. Taking a look at the Wizards. They've got Matthew Dellavedova. Taj Gibson is out there with Oubre. Then it's Mayo. And it's Jeter in at the 5 down low. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Lakers put on a show. He had 49 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hit spot, no doubt about it.
Here's the screen. Inside, here's Jones. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Gibson. Wizards leading by 5. Oubre with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Gibson dishes to Dellavedova. Plenty of space. The rebound by Harden.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And he gets the bucket.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Here's Lee outside. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Dellavedova, that's good. Dellavedova's got his first basket of the night. Rockets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Capella kicks to Harden.
That's his first personal foul.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. No good from Lee.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
And I wouldn't bet against him in that situation the next time out.
Now here's Gibson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Gibson the screen. 4 on the clock. Here's Oubre. No good off the back of the rim. Houston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The drive by Lee. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Lee. And the Rockets lead by 1.
It is so hard to contain. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Wizards was getting across in their huddle. Teamwork was the theme of the discussion in that huddle. He said, quote, "Good shots are there for us on the perimeter if we share the ball, work it around, and find the open man." He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And so here is Houston following the bucket by the Wizards from 11 feet away. And Houston again with the bucket.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's Dellavedova. 23 points for him the last game against Orlando.
Boy, was he physical, I mean, in that game. Just drawing a lot of contact and getting himself to the line over and over.
Here is Harden after the basket by Washington. Lee gets the bucket.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been 3-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Here's Jeter. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gibson. And they're on the 2K leaderboard of the teams that have been tormenting opponents defensively this month. The Rockets number 1.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
Mayo, the pass to Oubre. Excellent D that time from Jones.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
And the Wizards with possession, following the score by Houston. Mayo, and another miss by Washington.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Lee against Mayo. Right side, Lee. Here's Capella, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And we're through the first half.